Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. Again, it's Harris on second down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Harris running straight ahead. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They run again with Harris. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On third down, Mixon, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. They juked him. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Nelson Aguilar, close to 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Jared Goff, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 36. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They hand this off to Harris. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. On the give, this is Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A give to Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 31, Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
108 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2 yards, good enough for a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one is incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run the option left side. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. From the 30 on second down, Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, here's Burrow. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a fourth win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on